Stop for a moment, just one. I want you to listen to the sound of your own breathing. Throughout the rush of this week, through the noise of the world and the clatter of your own anxieties, something has been trying to get your attention. You might think you're here by accident. You might think you just clicked a link or scrolled into a moment, but there are no accidents in the realm of the spirit. You are here because you have reached a threshold. I see the way you've been fighting to stay afloat. I see the exhaustion that sleep can't fix, because your soul is what's tired, not just your body. You've asked the question in the dark, am I still seen? The answer is breaking through the static of your mind right now. You are seen, you are known, and you are being called, not because you've finally gathered your strength, but because you are at the end of it. You've spent so much time trying to hide the parts of yourself that feel too much. You've apologized for your sensitivity. You've felt ashamed of how deeply you feel the weight of the world, or how easily you bleed when others are cold. But I want to reintroduce you to yourself. Those aren't flaws. Those are signals of your design. You were woven with an intentional hand. You were crafted to carry a reflection that the world desperately needs. If you feel the weight of life more heavily than others, it is because you were built to be a pillar, not just a spectator. Every thread of your history, the wounds, the failures, the moments you'd rather erase, they are being repurposed. Think of a master architect. Sometimes he must tear down a wall that is cracking to build a foundation that can support a palace. If your life feels like it's falling apart, consider that it is actually being taken apart to be rebuilt with a glory you couldn't have imagined. Let's address the shadow that follows you. Anxiety. It was never meant to be your roommate. You were not created to live in a state of perpetual fight or flight. Anxiety is a thief. It steals your tomorrow by poisoning your today. It whispers that disaster is inevitable, but I am here to tell you that truth is louder than fear. Peace is not just a feeling, it is a territory. And today, we are reclaiming that territory. You must become the gatekeeper of your own mind. You have to stop giving a seat at your table to every fearful thought that knocks. When worry whispers, "You won't have enough," you answer with the truth. My provision is not tied to my strength, but to a source that never runs dry. When fear says, "Something terrible is coming," you remind yourself, the future is not a threat. It is a gift unfolding under the care of a protector. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking about the time you've lost, the years eaten by regret, the relationships that shattered, the dreams that stayed in the ground. But listen closely. Nothing is beyond the power of redemption. What was stolen can be restored. What was broken can be fused back together with a strength that only comes from the fire. For your family, release the grip of control. They are held in hands more capable than yours. For your health, breathe in the restoration that flows through every cell. For your past, the scars that used to bring you shame are now becoming your oil. They are the evidence that you survived, and your survival is someone else's hope. You aren't just a listener today, you are a messenger. As this peace settles over you like a warm cloak, it isn't meant to stop with you, it is meant to overflow. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. It needs you, awake, present, and surrendered to your calling. You are stepping into a season that requires your full attention. You can't coast anymore. You have passed the test of distraction, and now comes the journey of obedience. When you walk into a room today, carry that stillness with you. When you speak, let your words be a healing balm for the weary souls around you. You are a vessel of radiance. So take one last deep breath. The knots in your chest, let them loosen. The racing thoughts, let them quiet.